Hello YouTube, it's Big Natty with Big Natty Vapes with another review. Today we're going to be focusing on the Refuge Signature E-Liquid by Refuge Vapors. Great e-liquid company based out of Ohio. Actually, they have 13 flavors in their lineup currently, and we're going to go through all 13 of them pretty quickly here. So why don't you come join me for this tasteful voyage of the Refuge. All right, so first of which, just kind of give you a quick rundown. Like I said, they do have a flavor menu. On their flavor menu, there's only listed 12 flavors because currently they actually have a new one out, and this is the first one we're going to start with. It's called Apollo. And if you can kind of look at the logo, kind of reminds you of something, at least for us old folks. We kind of remember the bomb pops off the ice cream truck. Now, this one is only available in their Dripper series. Now, they do have two lines. They have a Signature series, and they have a Dripper line. Now, the Signature series are going to be more your 50-50s, 60-40 type blends. So, great for people that's just getting into vaping and going to be using a lot of like the Ego type pen, tanks or things of that nature. Then, like I said, they have their Dripper series, which can range literally from 65, 35, all the way up to 80-20. So, but like I said, we're going to go through them real quick here. And with the Apollo, unfortunately, it's not on this card. I'm going to just read it off their website, the quick description here. Excuse me, a little rough this morning. And it's basically real quick. It just says, this is our take on your favorite childhood popsicle, the Bomb Pop. Real quick, simple. Like I said, if you had one, you should know what this thing tastes like. But it is a pretty good juice. All right, now I'm just dripping it in my little Derringer right now. Just got a little quick tester set up in here, so I can run each one of these pretty quick for you and give it a quick test and let you know how I feel about it. You definitely get a little bit of that cherry, of course, which is the red part. You definitely get a little bit of like the blueberry, which is the blue part. The white part never really had flavor. We all know that. We always tried to hurry up and get the red, hurry up, get through the white so we can get to the blue. This is kind of how it is. But as you can see, their Dripper series liquid so far definitely has great vapor production. And the Apollo is actually the 80-20 blend. And that's pretty much for this one. Like I said, I'm going to try to make all these quick and simple and go on to the next one. And actually, first off, I want to give Refuge Vapors a big thank you. They basically supplied me with all this e-liquid free for the purpose of review. I've actually sampled pretty much every one of them before previously. I actually have several of them that I just adore. One of them that I am just hooked on probably for life. So again, big shout out to Refuge Vapors for doing this for me so that I can bring this information to you. Again, you can guys check them out on Facebook, on Instagram. Really good company. Like I said, great product. Kind of your typical price range as well. In the Signature series, they have 3 bottle sizes. They have 15 milliliters, which is $11, 30 milliliters, which is $17.50, and then they jump all the way up to the 120 milliliters, which is unfortunately it is $60. So a little bit, kind of comparable to all your other premium e-liquids out there on the market. Now the Signature series comes in 5 nic levels. It comes in 0, 3, 6, 12, and 18 milligram. Now the Dripper series that I'm going to be running today comes in just 4. You got 0, 1, 3, and 6 milligram nic. Now the dripper series only comes in 2 bottle sizes. It only comes in 30 mil or 60 mil. And again, price is still the same as the signature series. $17.50 for a 30 mil, $60 for the 120 mil. Okay. Now everything that I've been given today for review is all 3 milligram. All right. So with that being said, let's continue this show and keep testing some juice. All right, guys. Next one up is going to be Louis. Louis. And Louis is a light and mild tobacco mixed with fresh, sweet, raspberries, coupled with a few other sweet and creamy fruit blends. Louis is just like a fine wine. The longer it sits, the better it is. And I'm gonna be honest with you, they're telling the truth. It does tend to get better as it steeps. Now, mind you, these are all premium e-liquids. They're already pre-steeped, so as soon as you get them, boom, have at them. But for those who aren't like a big raspberry fan, why I keep saying strawberry? Raspberry fans, it is not nowhere near like an overpowering raspberry. It is very subtle on the back end with the raspberry. And the tobacco is also not overpowering. It's weird because it's just a subtle blend of little everything. It's like you can kind of taste the tobacco in there, you kind of taste that raspberry on the exhale, but that's pretty much it. I mean, like I said, it doesn't overpower you to the point where you gotta go, oh my God, I'm gonna go raspberry freaking overload or anything like that. So anyway, let's take a hit and see what we like about it. Again, as you can see, great vapor production. Like I said, just a small hint of the raspberry on the exhale, but the inhale is just like a smooth, creamy, like tobacco kind of flavor. It's really weird to kind of really describe it. You really have to hopefully one of your local shops carries it, so you can just try it. Believe me, this is one of my all-time favorites. All right, and that's going to do it for Louis. All right, next up, we're going to look at Porn Star. Yeah, love the name. All right, and here's the bottle. Good old Porn Star. And Porn Star is a sweet strawberries dancing around in a cloud of sweet, creamy awesomeness. Caution, vaping this could make your clothes fall off. All right, if you don't believe me, it's on there. Take my word for it. Probably ain't focusing worth a damn, but I'm not gonna worry about that. Okay, it is more. The strawberry definitely comes out more than the creaminess, so it's not so much like a creamy strawberry. It's just strawberries and cream. Okay, so you're definitely gonna get more strawberry than you are cream on this one. Yeah, pretty good. Actually, you can almost taste. It's like they got you can taste some sweet strawberry, but it also feels like they got a little bit of ripe strawberry in there as well. Because it's almost like you can taste the seeds. You know what I mean? But it's definitely good. It's not an overpowering strawberry, kind of like what the Louis was on the previous clip. Not pow in your face. It's just a great subtle hint. Not as subtle as in like weak in flavor. It's just not an overpowering strawberry. And what I forgot to mention about the Louis was the VGPG ratio on that one. The Louis is also 80-20. Porn Star is actually a 70/30. All right, and kind of like I said before, some of these will range slightly depending on which flavor you decide to get. All right, so moving along, and we're going to go to Glen Coco. All right, folks. Again, like I said, next one up is going to be Glen Coco. All right. With Glen Coco, the description is a sweet, fruity blend that will take you back to the hippie era. It will leave your taste buds wanting more of this groovy juice. And you know what I mean by hippie era. All right. So this one does taste a little earthy. Kind of good for you people that love to have, a little herbal refreshment from time to time, if you know what I mean. For me, this is probably my least favorite one out of the entire line, just because for me, that earthy flavor it takes a long time for me to get over that and get past it. But you can definitely taste the fruits in there. And again, nothing is overpowering. Everything is well balanced, just not in my wheelhouse or my flavor profile. But the Glen Coco, as far as the VGPG mix, it is a 75-25 mix on this one. All right, so let's take a hit and see if I don't transport to a parallel dimension. Yeah, so first thing that basically kind of hits you is that earthy kind of flavor, and then you kind of at the end of your inhale and towards the beginning of your exhale, you can kind of taste the berries in there, the fruits or whatever. But definitely that earthy taste is like, whew. Far out, man. You might actually like this juice if you're, fond of the branch, if you know what I mean, bro. Okay, next up we're going to do Lush. And Lush is a 65-35 blend. And according to the description, it's a sweet and savory, excuse me, damn, I can't read today, what's wrong with me? It's a sweet and creamy banana vape layered in a bed of graham crackers and drizzled with caramel goodness. Lush should be on any banana lover's must-try list. Okay, now I have actually, if you can look at the level of my bottle, I've been, running running the Lush into my bellies, and I mean it does taste great. So far, I'm not getting a lot of graham cracker, and I'm not getting a lot of caramel. Definitely getting the banana. Again, not a punch in your face type banana, not that overly sweet candy banana. It's like it's got a little sweetness, but it still kind of has that natural type banana to it. But let me try it in a actual dripping it this time instead of in a RTA. See if I can pick up any of the graham cracker or any of the caramel here. Okay. I did pick up the caramel on that one. All right, so yeah. All right, so I am picking up the caramel. Still not really getting much of the graham cracker, but of course, everyone's taste buds are different, so I could be just flat out missing it. You know what I mean? But anyway, it's still a good juice. I actually like it. And again, the one thing I love about their line, like I said before, I'm going to keep saying it, none of their, flavors are so just overpowering to just kind of slap you in the face. Like I said, the only one that kind of gets me that I'm not just a fan of it is just the Glen Coco, and that's just, I kind of left that life behind, and so it just doesn't appeal to me. Okay, so the next one up is going to be Bartlett Bay. All right, this one is pretty much my all-time favorite. Anyone that knows me knows that I love and adore Bartlett Bay. All right, this was the first, well, Refuge actually as a line was the first juice line I decided to kind of test out at my local vape shop down the street when I was, really kind of just really getting into vaping and was kind of transitioning away from like the Space Jam e-liquids, okay? And, I tested them all. I guess my palate wasn't all there yet. And I tried this one. And, at the vape shops, you got the little ego tanks. You got the little drip tip condom on there. So you really couldn't taste everything like you should. I said, it's okay. I'll give it a try. Anyway, real quick, I'm going to tell you my little quick story. Bartlett Bay is a nice, refreshing, creamy pear with tropical background notes. I like tropical stuff. I like pears. All right, I like it. It might do all right. Bought just a little 15 ml bottle. Didn't go crazy with it. Got it home. Put it in my little ego tank. I think it was a Pro Tank or something, little Pro Tank Mini or whatever. And it was, again, just the signature series back then. And took one hit. I was hooked. Literally demolished that 15 ml bottle in maybe a day and a half on an ego. And I went back the next day and bought 30 ml. So this is definitely one of my all-time favorites. Like I said, if you're not, a lot of people aren't big pear fans. I am. This one is just, it is awesome. It is so creamy. The pear is just perfect. And the tropical, I guess, blend that they use, again, is just a huddle. What the hell is wrong with me today? Huh? What's wrong with me? Can y'all please help me out? Help a brother out. Subtle background note of the tropical flavoring is just perfect. It's just a little bit, so not, again, none of their flavors overpowering. So, damn, I sound like a broken record. But, okay, here we go. Oh, God. Rich, creamy, peary goodness. Tagline, flavor in your mouth hole. All right. So, and with Bartlett Bay, it is coming in at an 80-20 blend. Okay. So, next up, let's go hit it. Okay, folks. Next up is Pupule. I swear I can't pronounce this one. Me and another reviewer still can't figure out how to pronounce this one. We both love Refuge. Speaking of that, go check out my girl Vaping with Nikki B, and that's Nikki. She's a YouTube reviewer, does great juice reviews, coil bills, everything. But she's a good person. Go check her out. Also check out Cat Vapes, Katt, or is it K Vapes? She might be under K Vapes, Kayy Vapes. Brand new, up and coming reviewer, and already passed me up because she's cute. Everyone wants the cute girl. But she's actually doing good work. She's doing juice reviews and everything, and she's doing good work. And you guys should go check them out. Anyway, with Pupule, can't pronounce it. It's warm toasted almonds smothered in a sweet vanilla and swirled around a few decadent secrets. Okay, well, I don't know what the secrets are, but it is sure to be a nice and mellow treat for your palate. Okay, so Again, I've tested them all before. It is actually a good juice. I definitely can taste the almonds in it. I can taste the vanilla in it. Personally, I'm not getting anything else out of it. But the Popula, whatever, its blend is a 70-30. So, and again, I've been running everything on my same Derringer. I basically have just made a bunch of little short pieces of cotton, a couple of quick drips, saturated so I can do a couple pulls and then change it out. So I'm always using fresh cotton. I'm not mixing anything up here, okay? Yep, definitely getting the vanilla, definitely getting the almond. But for me, again, not getting anything else out of it. But not saying it's bad. It's still a good juice. It's definitely something that I could vape. Don't know if it's an all day vape for me, but I can definitely go ahead and rock this if you trust me. This whole line is going to get devoured. Sorry, but yeah, Popule, I can't pronounce that. Another great one. Next, we're going to move on to Coffee Cafe. All right. Okay. And moving along, folks, we got Coffee Cafe. So, pretty much self-explanatory. It's a mild Italian roast that is sweetened with yummy goodness. It is the best cup of joe you will ever toot, is what they say. Now again, I've tried this already. I am not a true coffee drinker, okay, and I guess the true coffee drinker's creed. I mean, I need tons of creamers and sugar and all everything like that. I want my stuff damn near look like milk. But definitely, I've already tested it before. To me, it gives me like a black coffee with just a little bit of creamer in it. Not much, okay? I'm not getting really any sweetness out of it myself. Okay, well, I'll take that back. I actually did get a little bit of sweetness right there. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess I might have to go back kind of on my words when I first said it had creamer in it. It tastes to me, it might even have like a hint of creamer in it, but to me, it's like black coffee with just sugar. That's kind of what I'm getting. But not bad. Again, for you coffee freaks out there, you coffee junkies, you coffee lovers, this would be a good one for you. And this one is coming in at a 80-20 blend. Okay, so again, we're gonna kind of keep trying to move these along. As 13 juices, that's a lot. All right, so next we're gonna move to Die For. Okie dokie, here we go. To Die For. Okay, according to their menu, to die for, remember your grandma's apple pie, a thick and ooey gooey cinnamon filling piled high into a flaky homemade crust. That's what I'm talking about. It's to die for, right? And it is great. It is good. It is coming in at an 80-20 blend as well. Let's see what we can taste on this one, because I did taste it before. It was kind of, everything was kind of subtle to me. But let me try it again here in the dripper and see what I come up with here. Definitely getting a little bit of the cinnamon again. You know how some people are with their cinnamons, they can be really overpowering. Not even close. Very subtle with the cinnamon. Definitely kind of getting like the gooiness from like an apple pie. Not getting a lot of apple though. This one, I might have to play with this one a little while. Try different wattages on it to see if I can bring out the apple. If I have to, raise the watts up or whatever I got to do. It's like I said, right now I'm getting kind of maybe a hint of the apple, not much. Getting a hint of the cinnamon. I do kind of feel like like I'm kind of scraping out that bottom part of the apple, the apple pie. When you're getting down to the bottom right before you hit the crust. I'm kind of getting that gooey part of it. Just not a lot of the apple. So this one, I mean, again, so far so good, but I need to play with this a little more just to see if I can actually get that apple to pull out of that one for me. Okay. Next one we're gonna go is Bub's Backy. Okay. Next in the lineup is going to be Bub's Backy. All right. Bub's Backy. With Bub's Backy's description, a mild yet dark tobacco, rich and dark in flavors, is sure to keep you guessing and wanting more. And man, could they not be more correct. Next to Bartlett Bay, this is also one of my addictions. I know a lot of people, get into vaping and they like all the pastry stuff and don't really deal with a lot of tobacco flavors. But I'm not a big tobacco flavor vapor either. But with Bub's Backy and Louis, I still love them. This thing, to me, reminds me of when like your granddad used to sit down in his big chair, grab his old pipe, break out the can of Captain Black dark tobacco, and you can smell it. It would permeate the room with that rich, dark tobacco, just aroma. And I mean, when you smell it, it smells like that dark tobacco. When you taste it, I mean, you can get these other little southern notes. I think they also got like some vanilla, maybe a little caramel in there as well. But it is so good. And like I said, if you're looking for like that rich, deep, dark tobacco flavor, look no further. I'm sorry. This is it. Oh my God, this is like crack for me, I'm telling you. Oh yeah. Okay, I gotta stop. I'll keep dripping this thing the rest of the video. Anyway, with Bub's Backy, it is coming in at also an 80-20 blend. So again, I got the dripper series, guys. So if you want to tank it, I mean, unless you're using like a sub-ohm tank that can keep up with those higher VG ratios, then go with the dripper series. If not, again, switch over to the signature series. If you're still using like the, like the old Kanger Pro tanks, Aero tanks, Aspire Nautiluses, things of that nature. All right. Next up, we're going to go to Custard Fusion. All right, guys, here we go with Custard Fusion. As you kind of figured out so far, they are not a big custardy juice line. Some companies, hey, custard is their specialty. That's what they go with. That's what they specialize in. Refuge is definitely specializing in kind of a slight mixture of a little bit of everything. But with Custard Fusion, its description is creamy vanilla custard fused together with just the right amount of butterscotch. All right, let's try that out. I mean, custards are pretty okay for me. I mean, I'm not a, tremendously, huge custard fan. But custards are pretty decent, as long as they're not too peppery and all that kind of stuff. You know how custards can be. But let's check it out and see how they did. Not too damn bad. Okay. Definitely can taste the butterscotch in there. Again, broken record here. Still not overpowering. Everything is definitely well balanced. The custard is not that peppery kind of custard, so it's definitely a rich, creamy custard. The butterscotch doesn't give you that, some butterscotches can kind of give you that burnt kind of flavor. No. You almost kind of get that almost Werther's, butterscotch kind of flavor in there, just a little bit, but it's, again, not overpowering them. Again, well balanced. The Custard Fusion also is coming in at an 80-20 blend. Okay, moving along, we're going to move to Toot Loops. All right, guys, here we go with Toot Loops. I guess you guys can figure out where to get the inspiration for this one. Toot Loops, according to the description, this will bring back the fondest of childhood memories and Saturday morning cartoons. It's fruity, it's fun, it's Toot Loops. Toot Loops is also coming in at 80-20 blend. Let's see, because I know a lot of people with their cereal vapes either get the citrus too harsh. You only taste the lemon or the lime, or a lot of people it's hard for them to do a good balance, or you get nothing but the milk and all that kind of stuff. So let's give it a hit, see what we come up with. Okay, so, well, I mean, we all know that Toot Loops is definitely all the citrus flavors. So you kind of do get that citrusy flavor, not overpowering. Doesn't like hit you in your throat, anything like that. It is, again, well blended, so I'm not getting just a lemon or just a lime. You are getting a little bit of everything. Now, I don't taste any like creamy or milk flavoring in there at all. It's almost just like if you just stuff your hand in a box, grabbed you a handful of freaking Fruit Loops, and just been popping them like a snack. That's kind of what I get. Again, you may get something different, but it's definitely a good one. It's definitely something that I could vape all day without getting tired of it, or again getting that harsh scratchiness in your throat or whatever, like some cereal vapes can do to you. Okay. So moving along, last but not least, we're going to hit Charlie G, and then we're going to wrap this up. All right, folks, last but not least, Charlie G. Don't know who Charlie G is, don't know what it stands for. But according to the flavor menu, Charlie G will bring out senses you didn't even know you had. It's a warm homemade apple cinnamon fritter with a light glaze of sugary icing surrounding its scrumptious bundle of joy. This scrumptious bundle. Can y'all help me out, please? I have not been able to read all day. I don't know what my problem is. Anyway, moving along. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. and see if we do get the kind of apple cinnamon fritter kind of action going on. This one also is coming in at an 80/20. So, like I said, only looks like only like two or three or four of their juices come in outside of an 80/20 blend. So they're almost pretty consistent across the board on their VG/PG ratios. So let's see. Oh man. Oh baby. I'll definitely get the cinnamon, the apple fritter. Oh God, yes. I guess the icing would, be, of course, bring out is the sweetness part of the sweet part of it. So I'm not getting like an overpowering, just like, oh, I got a mouthful of icing. You know how like you do your your homemade cinnamon rolls or whatever, and you got to pour your own little packet of icing over it. Of course, you always make sure you pour a whole shit ton on over top of your favorite cinnamon roll. I'm not getting that much icing, but I am getting the sweetness. The apple fritter. Oh my God. Okay, yeah, gotta put this one down too. Yeah, that bottle's gonna get crushed. Anyway, that is gonna be it for all 13 flavors. You definitely want to, at least give them a shot. If anything else, like I said, you can check them out at refugevapors.com, and I'll put it up here on the screen for you. All right, like I said, you can check them out on Instagram, on Facebook. They do have a couple of different like variety packs where you get a little bit of a discount, like when you buy 3 bottles or 4 bottles. If you go to their website, you'll see the bundle packs. And it'll be like at the bottom of the list of all the flavors. So but definitely give them a try. To me, they are a great line. They've actually been out for a while. So this is not like a brand new company that just came off the boat. So I would definitely just give them a try, please. And if you do like some of their flavors or the whole line, encourage your local shops to carry them. Anyway, please, if you like this video, hit that little red subscribe button. Please try to give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. I am who I am. This is the way I am. Give me some criticism, Don't be a butthole about it. But, if there's something you think I can do better in my videos, please, throw a little blurb down there in the comments. Let me know. And with that, me and the whole Refuge line are going to call it a day. I got crap to do. I'm going to try not to make this a long video because 13 juices is, wow, that's a lot. So I'm going to try to edit this down. I don't like editing. I'm kind of a one-shot kind of dude. But I'm going to try to edit this down and hopefully, cut each thing down to maybe 45 seconds to a minute each flavor max, okay? So, don't hold me to that. All right, well, I'm out of here. You guys have a good rest of your day, and take care.